Hey everybody, it's Eddie here with SPB Wellness, here to talk with you today about our weaknesses, guys. I don't want to speak so much on what they are specifically and how to handle this one or that one. I kind of want to speak more on the idea of where they come from. We have a lot of things that we don't even realize are wrong that we're doing. We have a lot of things that we probably might not even think about that we're doing wrong, that harm other people. But there are things, in my opinion, that we know we're doing wrong and we let go. And to me, the biggest supplier of that right to excuse ourselves is trauma that we may have went through. You know, whether it's through our parents, it's through our family relationships, through a relationship with a crappy significant other. You know, whatever it is, we give ourselves a lot of wiggle room with past experiences, right? And while it is, you don't need to be in that moment okay with everything that's happened to you in the past. But, you know, guys, it is probably more conducive of our character for us to view these life experiences as swords. You know, using what has happened to you not to turtle and think, oh, you know, this guy broke my heart, I need to, you know, baby steps in this new relationship. Why wouldn't you just go ahead and experience the relationship at the pace life gives it? Why do we have this idea of time and timing with relationships? You know, those things are very, in my opinion, friendships start and grow so quickly, and they're so beautiful and strong. You know, hetero relationships, you know, friend to friend, that's it. When it comes to our, you know, sexual, romantic relationships, we give it this weird twist and we become someone else. You know, we're not Eddie anymore because of something that may or may not have happened. You know, we treat people with, we give people this barrier sometimes because of how our family may or may not have treated us. With these things, guys, we can excuse it. We can give it a reason. We know why we're doing it. But, you know, first things first, that's you doing that. You know, just because your mom physically abused you does not mean that it's okay for you to respond in the way you do. You know, most of us know that, but we speak a truth and then we continue telling the lie, which is that it's her doing these things. It's her acting irresponsibly. It's my dad. You know, me personally, my dad was never there. And so and I don't know, but I feel like there's so many things another person could have taught me if they cared as deeply as a dad would about me. And with all of these missing parts, I could excuse how I am socially because of this. Okay? Instead of doing that, I just see how I am. I see how I could blend in, and I go ahead and I walk that path, you know? And the fact is, it's not that hard to always be mindful about ourselves and introspective and really want to do better. But I'm not talking about people who don't want to be better. If you don't want to be better, then don't watch my videos. If you're here, you want a new idea, and this is what this is. It's just my expression on sharpening my swords. The worst and last thing we should do is view experience as an atlas stone, guys. That is the biggest waste of time ever. I do believe in grieving over things that require grieving. You know, a death, right? That literally has a grieving process. But how can we expect to forgive ourselves if we don't grieve serious life moments that are serious to us? People always try to belittle us or tell us that this isn't that important. You know, why do you care about this? I told you should have done that. Blah, blah, blah. You know, people like that we really don't need to carry around in our life in the first place. But take time. Take your time. Be patient. Be patient with yourself to observe this thing that you want to change and take it seriously. With any hard to change subject, guys, I've seen a unhelpful action, which is complaining to your friends while drunk or high, to complaining to them to explain why you do what you do or what you're carrying around. You know, I feel as if you know what's happening, you know what took place, and you know this, you know that, you have an issue with your, let's say for instance, you have an issue with your dad, and you only ever open up about it around your people when you are intoxicated. Well, why don't you sober up and go talk with your dad about that? If your dad was around your whole life, your dad loves you. Probably. He might not. But you're probably really cool, or trying to get really cool. And so I can almost guarantee you, if you can control your breath, and you can look at that man in the eye and show him that you're not here playing games, you're not here trying to cause drama, you're here to tell him that it's, why did you do this to me? And then actually listen. What is the point of getting angry and getting your side out when you're there to forgive? You know, you can hear a person's story and not have it. Not everything has to come of anything, guys. Nothing is. You are not guaranteed anything ever. And with that in mind, you can always get forgiveness in here for yourself. So while some things will reap you nothing, a weak mindset will set you back. Whenever we think, this isn't going to get me anything, but we can make forgiveness happen in ourselves, for ourselves, and for that event, we're on the right path. We're on the path to strength. And you know, this isn't super important to the world, but if we can't come to terms with our weaknesses, look through them, fight through them, and then get that grief and regret off of our shoulders. And you know, to me, honestly, this video is starting to sound like the pickle video a little bit, but I think it's extremely important to double down on this idea that our weaknesses are not scary. They're just pickles. It's just a pickle. It's a silly little pickle, and I'm a serious person. And maybe that's an issue within some of us. Being so serious is pretty new to me. But I tell myself, good job for eating lunch. And to me, treating yourself that seriously can only mean that you treat everyone else super seriously. And while it might not sound like fun, I have an extremely good time. You know, I'm still the same guy, but I pay more attention to the things, to the subtleties people don't want to. They express, but they're trying to hide in plain sight. You know, guys, chaos is everything except for yourself. We're peace. We are peace if we can get there. If we can forgive our past experiences and we can forgive ourselves, we can live in the present. Because here we are. There's nothing holding us back. There's not these stones on our back. They're all gone. Every single one is gone, and we are right here, right now. And I guess that's, you know, why forgiveness is so important. I've been actually wondering why forgiveness is so important, and it's literally because it's just baggage. That's really cool to think about, and this just goes to show why we talk about these things and we document them. I literally didn't, maybe it should have crossed my mind already, but Forgiveness gets rid of our baggage for ourselves and for the things that we attach baggage to in our mind. That's really cool. Anyways, guys, that's all I've got for you. I hope this video gives you an idea. If it gives you an idea, please comment about it. Please let me know what you're thinking. I would love to have a conversation with anyone about any of these topics. You know, annihilate the like button, of course, and subscribe. But, you know, more importantly to me, I would love to talk with you guys. You know, just more fruit, more better, you know. Anyways, it was nice to get this idea out, and I hope y'all like the content. Take care.